defense on their heels.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Sellers. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Gets it out quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run the option. The pitch. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Going to try to get it himself. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time on target. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, it's Cutler. Pumps it downfield. Finds a man on the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra quarter away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 7 over the Sharks. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He breaks a tackle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Out of the gun, the inside kick. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. First down for this offense. To throw, it's Cutler. Got it set up on the outside. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. They'll leave it with him. The Spartans are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He caught it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Michigan State!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Kane. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll try to find a more productive play this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Looking left. Pass on the way, it's picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think that
he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 20. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
And you immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Using his legs, it's Waddle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Dropping back, it's Cutler. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You know, on that third down, you thought they would have been a little bit more aggressive throwing it vertically downfield. Instead, they throw it behind the line of scrimmage to their back, and they're putting a lot of pressure on him. He's going to have to make multiple defenders miss to get that first down. Obviously not able to do it. Now you're expecting them to.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive when you're trying to get the football back to your offense?
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. From the gun, they'll try the middle. The Gamecocks pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Looking to move it through the air. They're setting up the screen. Shows him the stiff arm. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw on that last play.
Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but man, he makes this fourth down way more manageable. It's tough. When you got fourth in Africa, did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Breaks the tackle. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
This tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Quarterback will audible. Back to throw. It's Cutler. Looking for a huge play. Hits him inside the 20. Still going. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
How great is it to have a running back? You can basically run your entire route tree. You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They move the tight end all over. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. The Spartans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Here we go. The back goes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Footing is going to be an issue in the driving rain as he kicks to win the game. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The cleats will be tested in this driving rain as he tries to kick to win the game. And his kick is good despite the rainstorm. A good snap, good hold, and the kick was perfect. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career in Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played today.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.